Ahead, South Africans resume attack on Nigerians. Nigerians living in South Africa have once again been subjected to an anti-foreigner attack as at Tuesday this week. South Africans living in Mpumalanga province attacked Nigerians in fresh violence, which the leadership of the Nigerian citizens in South Africa has already confirmed. Now, the Nigeria's Consular General to South Africa is also on their way to Witbank in Mpumalanga province to address the issue. So far, 3 Nigerians have been injured. The attack started off in the early hours of Tuesday this week at different locations of Witbank, Mpumalanga province in South Africa. And Mr. Odefa Ikele, the spokesperson of the Nigerian Union in South Africa, who confirmed the incident, said some Nigerians who were attacked by a group made up of community members and taxi drivers are now seeking refuge at the Witbank police station. Here we are again, gentlemen, just weeks after
visitation
exactly.
of our president to South Africa. Well, firstly, I have to thank the Nigerian citizens in South Africa. I have to thank them. In fact, they make information so easier for us in Nigeria. They send information very, very well. I need to thank them. I don't know, in a situation in which you don't have a very good governance in South Africa, I think it's going to be very, very hard to stop all these things. It's going to be very, very hard. Because even some of the political leaders in that country, their voice, the way they talk on this particular xenophobic attacks, you discover that they are not paid, and they don't even, and you don't expect their followers to even be paid. And that is a problem. When you have some, no country can live in isolation. You can't only be in your country. It's not possible. A situation in which you have to attack Nigerians, other Africans in your own country that are doing business, that are adding more value to your GDP, then that is very, very alarming. I think Nigerian government to do one thing. Thank God that our consular there in South Africa and the Nigerian citizens in South Africa, they are already going to really meet with the government there. But one thing there we should know is that during the last previous attack, Witbank area, especially Mpumalanga province, has been one of the areas they always started, because there are some Nigerians also that have a lot of businesses around that particular place. And the police are not even helping matters. They come very, very late to every event. A situation in which, in fact, as at this morning, over 5 were also injured and hospitalized. One thing the Nigerian government needs to do, the issue of using carrot approach, I think is not even working. We will not allow our Nigerians here to really attack any of our establishment. Nigeria is not known for that, and we are not going to encourage that. But there is a way that our Nigerian government can really force them that if you continue with this trend, we are going to break all the ties that have to do with South Africa. We are going to break it, because you can't be injuring our citizens, you can't be killing our fellow Nigerians,
and then we're folding our hands.
And we will fold our hands and be looking at it. The issue of our president visiting South Africa for this is not even matter. It's a strong one. If any attacks happen on Nigerians again, we are going to clear and demolish or cut out every political tie we have in South Africa, and let's see. And we are the most populous country in Africa. I know we can even turn our pen against other Africans.
All right, Mr. Shokweton, you think our government is a bit too easy on the South Africans?
Very obviously. When the president, the final faux pas on, as far as I'm concerned, on our part in managing the last wave, was the president's visit to South Africa in October, earlier this month. I said it on this same program then, and I'm saying it again. I am completely confused, befuddled, as to why our president would go on a diplomatic visit, on a state visit to South Africa, weeks after our citizens have been I don't know if anybody died. The information is that nobody died. It doesn't matter whether anybody died or not. We were attacked and terribly traumatized. Our businesses were destroyed. Our properties in millions, maybe hundreds of millions of naira were destroyed. And our president now goes on a state visit to the same South Africa. The same South Africa that the minister, the foreign minister, that woman, I can't remember her name, went on national TV to say that we should also look at ourselves. We should look at our citizens and what they're doing there. I mean, that statement, and then the statement by the Deputy Commissioner of Police that trended so much, showed that South Africa as a country is promoting xenophobia.
Yes.
As a country, as an official state policy. They may not say it officially, but the pronouncement of, including even their president, the things that they've said, you know, I've not heard one single South African official come out very clearly and say, this is not acceptable, it must stop. I've never had that. All they would always say is, you people too, please, tell your citizens to stop criminal activities, and how dare you? So I'm saying, this event is on the president. The fact that it has happened again is on him. The solution is very simple. We take it as serious as it is, and cut all diplomatic ties. Let this become a full diplomatic role. Okay. You can't be attacking and killing our citizens consistently and somehow think that we should just be having conversation, we should be envoy, should go and meet envoy. People are being killed. People's properties and livelihood have been destroyed. Some of these guys have been there for 20 years. Everything that they built in 20 years, completely destroyed.
Are you going to hide in police stations and hide in bushes?
Exactly. So our president and our government is not handling this correctly. At all. We need to face South Africa country to country. And I know that South Africa has way more to lose.
They have way more
than us to lose if let's send MTN out. Let's send ShopRite. Let's send PEP.
I mean, I think we have shown how hospitable we are as a country already. I mean, you saw what happened even when some Nigerians went trying to destroy their businesses here.
The security forces came even other Nigerians also spoke out against it. No, this is not who we are. This is not who we are. So it's high time that South African government stop taking us for a ride and stop insulting us. They should stop this nonsense. And if our president and our government don't do it, then shame on us. It's our fault.
All right. I think it's just too soon for us to hear of another attack, you know, coming from South Africans to Nigerians. And I think the government should actually step up their game at this